Okay, you welcome back to Core Digest, and we're looking at Bayelsa governorship election, the final battle. And I still have with me in the studios Nelson EKUJIMI, who is a social commentator and a public affairs analyst, and Bola OBA is a social commentator, entrepreneur. Okay, I've just been told now that we have a new number that you'll be calling us with. For our international viewers, you dial 816 481 8001. I take that again, and it's right on your screen. For the international callers, it's plus 234 816 481 8001. So for local callers, you're going to add 0816 481 8001. Call us and join in this discussion. How will the concluding election from Southern Ijo and 38,000 other constituencies in Bayelsa State go tomorrow? The gap there is just 33,000 votes lead with the incumbent governor of Bayelsa State, that's Irake Dixon, and Timipre Silva is still challenging. It's not what you call, it's a two-horse race anyway, because all other candidates have kind of dropped out completely, but it's a very tight one.
They're not totally jumped out. Some of them are even calling for the total cancellation of...
So they are still in the... Well, technically, they still want to be in the race.
Technically, they're in the race, and some of them, I'm not saying this humorously. Some of them are actually congregated the other day and addressed the press conference alleging that electoral travesty had been committed and that INEC had heard in this, and they wanted...
total cancellation.
Total cancellation.
Why have they not headed to court?
But the reality where we are now is that the election is only inchoate. The concluding elections will be held tomorrow. Polls will be held tomorrow. One local government, Southern Ijo, and
38,000
other polling units across the other 7 local government areas of the state, cumulatively 38,000 voters for those ones, and 109 with PVC in Southern Ijo. So,
absolutely.
And if you look at the totality of the number of votes already cast and counted, which, to the best of my understanding, is still under 200,000. Am I right, sir?
You're very well.
Which is still under 200,000. If you add 109 to 38,000, you will discover that indeed, although it's prospective and it's not a reality yet, indeed, the reality of what may come can even swing in the direction of any unknown quantity beyond the two.
Oh, but they're already saying that no, the vote should be cancelled.
So some of them too
don't have the wherewithal to go.
And you know why I'm engaging in this intellectual exercise. The reason why I'm engaging in this intellectual exercise is because
sorry to cut you short there. Jonathan is calling from Kogi. Jonathan, good morning and welcome. Hello, Jonathan. Are you with us? Okay, I think we're not getting any feedback there from Jonathan from Kogi. Bola, yes.
So just to wrap up, the reason why I'm engaging in this kind of intellectual masturbation or intellectual thing is because because you know what, sometimes it is good to use the opportunity of a platform as hallowed as this to enlighten our people. There are some things that may be jacketed from the way they see it, more so when they have partisan predisposition, are not quite as straight-jacketed as they ostensibly seem.
Yeah. Nelson, What's your own thoughts here? The other candidates, they are not minor, they are equal contestants, but they just seem to have fallen out of the race completely.
Well, you know, that is the beauty of democracy. It's just like a 100 meters dash in athletics or other sporting events. Some people will falter along the way. Some people could even be, you know, disqualified for, you know,
False
starts. But in this case, we have seen that the people have, you know, casted their votes majorly with the two major political parties. And the vituperations from these other parties is in tandem with the democratic tenet that while the majority will have their way, the minority will have their say. So it's still in line if they are calling for the cancellation. But one would just have to admonish them that apart from voicing their opinion, if they agree, they can, you know, take to the law courts to vent their...
We got a caller from Benin Republic, Linus from Cotonou. Linus, are you with us? Good morning. Hello, Linus. Good morning.
Sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Linus. Tell us, what are your thoughts?
Don't be annoyed for this question. Why is it that APC want to cause problem in Nigeria by disturbing every state that PDP is handling? They are going there to cause problem and to kill people. What is happening? Why is it that the card reader that they said is the best solution at the election? Some states will work, some states will not work. What is the problem? Here in Bayelsa, people are dying and killing because of this same election. The new people want to finish before you people were allowed to rest. PDP has been owning this state for a long time. Why is it that every state that PDP wins, they will record the election? Why is it happening like that? How many states has APC won in Nigeria and the election has... I just want to hear about this state.
Okay, thanks very much, Linus from Cotonou, that's the capital of Benin Republic. And he's asked very pertinent question there.
You see, the thing I would want to tell somebody like Linus is this. When you are appointed to be the cook in the kitchen, and we have discovered that the number of meat we bought and put in the kitchen and the number of condiments that we put in the kitchen relative to the size of soup that came out of the kitchen, that there is a major difference between when we bought a whole malu for somebody to cook for us in the kitchen, and we bought almost all the market as pepper and with this condiment, and when you want to come out, you came out with just a pot of soup that is barely the size of a thigh of a malu out of four thighs. Then we will be looking at the person who was in that kitchen doing the cooking. You see, and most Nigerians watching know that I am neither for any of the political parties. I must confess to somebody like Linus that I have an ideological flirtation of the sort with APC. But I'm not an APC. In fact, some APC members find me irritable, ideologically and intellectually, the way I reason and the way I sometimes lambaste them. But truth be told, because it was the PDP that controlled the machinery of coercion for the last 16 years, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. They add more tendency and they add more this thing to disrespect the rules. And in places where they obviously disrespect the rules lousily, people who
stood their ground.
People who have taken the pains not only to stand their grounds in violence, but to meticulously record those instances. To meticulously record those instances are now gaining sway in the tribunal.
Okay, we have another caller, Kenneth from Taraba. Kenneth, good morning. Good morning, Kenneth.
Hello, are you listening to me?
Yeah, please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set? You can see the reverberation. Hello? Well, I'm afraid we cannot go on with that call because of...
I think I want to respond to Kenneth and
Linus from Cotonou.
I think the statement he made is very, very unfortunate. I think Linus should be educated to realize that the people owns the state and not a political party.
Yeah.
And the people can decide wherever they want to vote. So it is very, very uncharitable for anybody to say one state belongs to Party A. That is the beauty of democracy. People can vote for Party A in this term, and when the next election comes, they vote for Party B or C.
But it must count.
Yes, and the only quarrel we have with such a process is if it is not transparent and credible. So long as it is transparent and credible, it must stand.
Yeah.
So people should stop whipping up sentiments when their party loses at the tribunal. They raise issues. No, you remember vividly well. Even when the PDP was in power, when Justice Salami gave judgment, they called him all sorts of names.
Okay, Nelson, let's quickly take this caller. Okudili is calling from Aba, I think. Okudili, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, please, can you do us a favor? Can you turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you clearly?
It's already turned down. If you are not hearing, maybe it's the network. My TV set
I think the network is okay.
Yeah, but I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, Okudili, you see, it's reverberating. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Why don't you, just turn down the volume completely, please?
It's already, I'm out of my TV set already. Okay,
tell us your thoughts about this.
Yeah. I have a question to Nigeria. If I'm not mistaken, so you guys can answer my question. Why is it that APC are having problem with all the oil states in this country? Why is it they are having problem? And my second question is this. What exactly made all these former PDP governors that jumped from PDP to APC automatically made them righteous? These are two questions I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Okudili. You want to,
Well, I don't know of any state that the party in power has problems with. What we're having problems is with people being resistant to change, being resistant to doing things in the proper way. And about righteousness, I'm a Christian. The only man that I know is righteous is God. I don't know of any human being, any mortal, who cannot commit sin. So that is my submission to Okudili's question.
What do you think there?
Okudili's question must be handled with a degree of care. And you know why I want to handle Okudili's question with a degree of care is that it is obvious that the question in itself evinces partisanship on the side of the asker. You understand? But you see, I don't necessarily want us to reduce it to a thing of humor.
Okay.
Because we have a duty, this side of the divide, of the communication divide, between us and Okudili.
Justice will be with you in a moment.
We have a duty, this side of the communication between us and Okudili, to enlighten him and enlighten the public.
Okay, Bola, we'll just welcome Justice to Core Digest. Justice, you're not turning down the volume of your TV set.
I did that already.
I think you know the rules now, Justice.
Why? I know. Of course, I know. Good morning to the gentleman in the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah. Please, what my little contribution is Silva and Dixon don't need to rig election to win in Bayelsa State. That's the same thing that happened in Port Harcourt. You don't need any rigging to win that election.
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Justice, we're not hearing you at all. Can you see the echo? It's re-echoing.
I think
please. No. Can you?
to rig election in Bayelsa State.
Okay.
Yeah, let them conduct that election. I don't see any favor winning that election. I don't see it. And in my own imagination, I don't think favor will win an election in a free and fair election because that guy has the people's goodwill done for him.
Okay.
And God bless Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much, Justice from Enugu.
You see, one of the reasons why I called earlier, before the election came into being, one of the reasons why I called for Dixon, like I enumerated earlier on, the immediate past president hails from Bayelsa. I thought that PDP is the natural party of the environment, that not discountenancing the important point that my brother accentuated, that, is like the employer that can hire and fire at any this thing. I must also tell you that I am one who believes, this is Bella Oba's opinion, I am one who believes that Dixon, relative to other previous governors of Bayelsa State, has performed better. He has served them infrastructure-wise better. Most Nigerians watching us now don't know that the longest bridge in Nigeria now was recently opened in Bayelsa, constructed by Dixon.
It's up to 20 kilometers.
And 12 kilometers.
No, that's not the longest bridge.
Our longest bridge in Nigeria and in Africa, Third Mainland Bridge, is 11.5 kilometers. 11.5. And if somebody opens a 12-kilometer bridge, so when I saw that, and some of the other physical infrastructural, this thing that he had committed to, I felt the guy ordinarily should win. But you know what? Election, like my brother said earlier on, people may be laughing at you and go into a polling booth and vote against you. Some of us have contested elections before.
But that's the choice now.
That's the choice, and that is what is ultimately the column that is stormed is the column that wins. It is not about we think or we believe. So most of our brothers who are calling from the southeast.
Let's just take this one now. Damien is calling from Enugu. Damien, good morning. Good morning, Damien. Hello, Damien. Okay, I think we're not getting through to Damien.
So most of our people who are calling from the southeast and the south and who are natural supporters, many of those people who have called it now seem to be natural supporters of the PDP, should not see it as a persecution of the PDP. It enriches a democracy. In fact, the APC also should learn from this. There is no perpetual electoral grift in a democracy. You must earn it. And if you don't earn it, you will lose it.
All right, yeah. If you don't earn it, you will lose it.
Definitely. And the only way you can earn that electoral value, or you can, add to it, is by, delivering on the dividends of democracy to the people, living up to your constitutional
responsibility and oath of office. Yeah.
Ensuring that the essence of government, which is to ameliorate the human condition, is fulfilled during your tenure. Definitely, we know as a human being, you have a limited capacity. But within your means, try as much as possible to add value to the people's lives. So that when you are gone, because whatever tenure you might have used in office, you can't spend more than 2 terms. So that when you would have left office, you would have, left your footprints in the sand of time for somebody else to come and build on.
Yeah. Yeah, leaving your footprints on the sands of time, that is what we're always looking out for development in this country. And gentlemen, we are about rounding up now, but I want us to look at the figures. We mentioned them before. These are figures from the Independent National Electoral Commission as declared in inconclusive elections, that is from 7 local governments where results were collated, counted, and apportioned accordingly. The People's Democratic Party's candidate so far has polled 105,748 votes, while the APC candidate got 72,594 votes. So just a little over 33,000 votes, and we are looking at the possible slightly over 200,000 votes, and we're still saying that it just could swing anywhere, particularly when you look at the indices on the ground. Well,
very, very, very true. You know, we said earlier on, there's this Yoruba proverb that says, that, you know, as a man, you want to eat your cake and have it, but the reality that the tongue will want to take it in will prevent it. The votes on ground now that is going to be casted tomorrow, from the 109,000 to the 38,000 in the other local governments, one is very sure that the number of people that will vote, if they really come out, can be enough to upstage the status
the status quo. Okay. Well, one last sentence from you about.
We want to enjoin our fellow citizens in Bayelsa, especially in the constituencies and the polling units where supplementary elections will be held tomorrow, for the sake of the reputation of the beautiful Ijaw people, to please get it right.
Yeah, getting it right. That's
and eschew violence.
Getting it right.
Violence does not enrich anything.
Absolutely, GBOLA. Yeah, thank you very much. Getting it right is what Nigerians, Bayelsans are looking forward to tomorrow to conclude the governorship election there, where the final battle in Southern Ijaw local government would take place. And of course, some you want to call them other communities scattered, 38,000 votes outstanding there, besides the 109,000 plus votes in Southern Ijaw. Thanks for being part of this program, especially to my analyst, Nelson EKUJIMI. He's a public affairs analyst. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
And my friend always, GBOLA OBA, social commentator. Thanks for being part of it.
Thank you very much for the
opportunity. I hope you'll be here, you know, to join us tomorrow for the on-the-spot analysis, if business is not taking you away from Lagos.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, very well, thank you then. And to you, our team viewers, and particularly the callers, we had a couple of drop calls. I'm sure we'll get it very right tomorrow with an improved telephony system. My name is Christian Ogodo. Remember to join us tomorrow. We're looking at the concluding election of the Bayelsa governorship polls. So, see you tomorrow, and bye-bye.
You can now watch Core TV News live from anywhere in the world on our website, www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to Core TV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click Core TV, leave a space, then News. Core TV News, a 24-hour news station.